Good morning. Hey, here we are going to be starting up the Join the Adventure with Scott Batch. I had all kinds of episodes planned out and all these other ideas, but might as well start today. Here we are in Fontana. We're at the Motor Speedway, and today my nephew is going to be doing a track day. It's not actually racing, but he's stepping up and getting closer and closer. Maybe one day he'll start racing, but right now he's just trying to improve his skills on his road bike. Probably be doing well over 160 miles an hour today. And check this out. It's 37 degrees. Got some snow on the mountains. Got the sun rising behind us. And the reason that we're going to be doing an episode on him riding is because when I had just finished a 2-year bicycle ride around the United States, I came here. This is where I ended the trip, and I came here to watch him ride, and his sessions are 15 minutes each. So at around 12 minutes, he would come in and say that he was extremely tired, and he just felt totally discouraged by the whole thing. So what's the problem? He said, my heart rate's doing like 170. I said, you know what? Well, I can help you train for that. And then he asked me the magic words. He said, Uncle, can you help me? That was it. So for the last 4 months, we've been training to get ready for today, because I'm hoping that he'll see a thing. I used to call it the magic room, or not the magic room, but the secret room. It's like when you experience a new thing in life that you've never experienced before. I experienced it while I was riding my bike in Colorado at over 12,000 feet. And gosh, that was crazy. So hard to be able to ride at that level on my bicycle over the passes. But once, because I'm a surfer from sea level. But once I experienced that, it was amazing. Start doing hikes at over 12,000 feet. It's so hard to breathe up there. But it takes preparation. And so I'd be like, man, this is like a secret room that I've never been in before. It's like a new world. But secret room sounds kind of almost cringy. So I asked my nephew, because I said, well, maybe we can call it the sunroom. He's like, what about the courtyard? I was like, all right, cool, we'll call it the courtyard. So what that is, hopefully he'll today we've been working out for 4 months. We've been doing a lot of lifting, and then for this last month we switched to all cardio. We're doing 2 hours of cardio to kind of mimic his sessions here at the track. And I'm hoping it'll make a world of difference. And if it does, then hopefully he'll come in every session. He'll come in feeling good, and he won't be tired like he was. He'll be used to his heart rate being at 170. We're getting his heart rate up to between 130 and 175 while we're doing our sessions. And so after a while, he got used to it. He'd start texting people why his heart rate was 170, just chilling on the stair climb or whatever we were doing. So today I'm hoping he'll get to experience that courtyard experience, as we're going to call it now. And then what will happen is, if he does, then maybe he'll be able to take his riding to a new level, to the next level. And we'll see where that's at. What I think is that the next level from here is to focus the next year on getting ready for amateur racing. We'll do a lot more cardio workouts, heavy lifting, yoga, all this. And what does this have to do with Join the Adventure with Scott Batch? Well, a lot of things that I'm doing in life, whether it's riding my bike around the U.S., whether it's paddleboarding, surfing, whatever it is, it requires a ton of preparation work. And that's the thing that a lot of times we don't want to do. We just want to go out and, a lot of people, I'm a surf instructor, a lot of people want to come to the beach, learn how to surf, but we don't realize that if we did tons of preparation first, it would completely change our first experiences. So what I'm be doing throughout these episodes, I'm gonna have 50 episodes about learning how to surf before you even go to the beach. I know 50 is a lot, but hear me out. If I knew these 50 things that I want to do episodes on, it would have made my surf life so much easier. I had nobody telling me what to do. I didn't know what wetsuit to wear, what surfboard to wear, surf conditions, weather, tides, what surf apps to use. I didn't know anything. But I want to share that all with you guys. And as well as I want to talk about, I see these RVs here. I want to talk about RV life, van life, long distance bicycle riding, paddleboarding, surfing, and pretty soon I might be adding motorcycle riding to that, even cross-country motorcycle riding. That might be coming up soon. What else? I see a Jeep over here behind us, so maybe some Jeep information. If I didn't already say it, camping, hiking at high elevations, hiking in the desert, all kinds of stuff. So this channel is going to cover all kinds of stuff. And what it's designed to do, it's designed to help encourage people that want to get involved in either those things or other things, because a lot of the principles apply when it comes to getting ready. For example, whether I'm bike riding high altitudes or paddleboarding, whatever it is, if I know I'm going to do something in the future, then what I can do is say, you know what, instead of just like jumping into that thing in the future, you know what I'll do? I'll start getting ready for it by working out. I'll start hitting the cardio hard, the yoga, and I'll start asking people that are in that sport or that event, I'll ask them about what kind of functional training can I do to get ready. So that's what I want to help start with. I want to help encourage you in functional training, weightlifting, cardio, doing a bunch of equipment reviews. Oh my gosh. If you want to do a long distance RV, bike riding, or van life, I mean like months. Whether you want to do it for 3 days or 2 years, I found a way to save you thousands of dollars. Oh my gosh, so much money, so many resources we'll cover on this channel. But today, it's all about my nephew. I'm hoping, after all this training that we've been through, that he'll get to see that courtyard experience where he's like, oh my gosh, I could have never dreamt that it would have been this nice to ride my bike. So I'm really hoping this will happen. And right now it's 37 degrees. Pretty cold out here, and I'm wearing some shorts. But I'm really looking forward to a great day. So what he'll be doing is he'll be doing 15-minute sessions. And he'll be flying around this track. Speeds like around the corners, maybe 50 miles an hour to straightaways 160, 170 miles an hour. Go for 15 minutes. And what we've been doing is we've been doing cardio sessions for this last month. We were doing weightlifting for the 3 months prior, because there's a lot of pushing and pulling on his handlebars, also his core for the heavy leans. So what we've been doing is 15-minute sessions. And what we've been doing at the gym is we've been doing 18-minute sessions at the gym on the cardio, because I want him to get used to not riding to the end, but riding through the end. And it's kind of the same thing what I'll be doing. Right now I'm getting ready for paddleboarding. I haven't paddleboarded for 2 years almost. So while I was working out to coach him, I was also working out to get ready for paddleboarding. I just needed to make it to today. I was focusing on him before I started focusing on paddleboarding, and I just wanted to get to today. once I got to today, then I was gonna start working on my paddleboarding, because paddleboarding is you have these little muscles in your legs that attach from your big toe to your shins, and you got to work on those things, conditioning them every day, because if you don't, you'd be falling all over the place. I found out the hard way when I first started paddleboarding. So what I'm going to start doing, like I said, I just need to get past today. I'm going to start paddleboarding every day, and I'll probably do that for about 60 to 90 days. And my plan is that every time I go out paddleboarding, then I'll also kind of film the experience, talk about what's going on with my body, how I'm getting more and more ready for it. And what I'll also do is I'll start talking about those first 50 topics of surfing, because I'm just starting this YouTube channel and I don't know about editing, I don't know about filming, I don't know about anything. But what I want to do is I want to bring the audience a better quality video. Every episode, I want to make it a little bit better. I've been listening to podcasts for 2 years on how to make YouTube channels, and you know what? It's time to stop listening to all the podcasts. It's time to get busy actually doing the video. I've got thousands from a 2-year ride. I've got thousands and thousands of amazing photos. I've got some video, not as much as I wish I had. A little bit of drone footage, and but I got some plans on how to, maybe in the future, maybe what I'll do is do a reverse tour on a motorcycle, so I can go get a bunch of video footage that I know I missed. It's tough I was challenging myself so much, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, relationally. I was challenging myself in all those ways. And I was in the where was I at? Adirondacks in the winter. I was in the desert in the summer, and the last thing I had energy for was to be filming and getting good quality video and talking. I was just so tired and so beat. But now that I'm back, I'm ready to start doing these episodes. So what I think I'll do is I'll start paddleboarding for 60 to 90 days. And in those 60 to 90 days, like I said, I'll share my experience of how I'm getting ready for paddleboarding. So if you're wanting to get into paddleboarding, that'll help. But I'll also be talking about those first 50 videos for surfing. And these are kind of like a trial first 50 episodes. I'm just gonna film them just to get them out there, and I want to get them on. I want to get them on my channel. So what I can start to do is analyze the videos, and I can learn so much. And then what I could do is once I learn about all kinds of things, how to analyze the videos and optimize it and all this other stuff, then what I'll do is I'll make a remake of those first 50 videos, and I'll make them a lot better quality. I just need to get these first 50 knocked out so that I can have some idea of what I'm doing. And like I said, what I want to help people do with this, one of my biggest goals with this channel is to help people push themselves, like I mentioned it, like I did with myself, spiritually, relationally, emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially. So after I retired from the U.S. Coast Guard, I've had like the last 2.5 years to roam Forrest Gump style around the country on my bicycle and with an RV, and I'll tell you about that later. But I've had a chance to do that. It's very rare that people get a chance to spend 2 years just focusing on continually improving themselves, like every day. I didn't have to worry about anything that we normally have to to worry about back in the real world, back here in the real world. Now that I'm back working my butt off and, things like that, just life in general. So if you're ready to get pushed in some of those areas, I want to help. I want to walk next to you. I want to tell you about the struggles I went through. It was tough. When I was in the Adirondacks during winter, that was very rough. When I had equipment failures, like one after another, that was horrible. But something, I believe with God's helped me out and continually encouraging me to just keep going. I just kept going for over 2 years. Rode probably, I think it's somewhere between 11 and 15,000 miles. I don't know exactly, but it was a lot of miles. It was for like 6 to 10 hours every day for 2.5 years, over 2 years. It was actually, if I include some of my Great Lake rides and my Rocky Mountain rides, it was like 3 years. So, but I hope to share a lot of those experiences with you. I'll go back, and eventually I'll get to the point where I'll go back and share what it's like on those routes. Say the Rocky Mountain route, Route 66 route, Great Lakes route, and East Coast route. So that's where we're going. But today, like I said, we're gonna be focusing on my nephew Jake. He's in kind of like the pit areas right now, getting his motorcycle ready. There's gonna be a motorcycle brief here, safety brief, and then I think around 8 o'clock they'll get going. Luckily, it'll start warming up too. So I'm looking forward to it, and I cannot wait to get Jake, my nephew Jake. I can't wait to get his thoughts on how he's feeling after coming in on that first pit. So, all right, we'll get back to you later and we'll see how Jake's doing.